Yeah, it's you saying that I agree that Sporting just playing hard ball, like 100%. No, it's like leverage. It's negotiations one on one, right? So if you're going to still talk about Gyökeres, like it is pretty much the Sporting director Hugo Vienna sat down with Hasso Santiago, which is his agent. They had it documented. They had an agreement to say they will honor it. He will not leave in January. He will stay and help them win, like the cup and everything else. And he helped them, right? And they had an agreement that he can leave on a certain fee. And for certain clubs that was included in the release clause, like certain Premier League clubs and certain other clubs around that, it's 65 plus 10. And that was well documented. So if you do have WhatsApp messages, if you do have email conversations, that is according to the sport of arbitration in USON, the FIFA statement, that is legally binding, right? So if you are going to prolongate this, if you're going into a legal battle, who will win? You let me know. 100%, who will win? And at the end of the day, Sporting, they know they have an asset. Sporting, in that sense, kind of agreed. Hugo Vienna left, and you have the president now saying, well, I expected more money for him. Like, he scored 65 goals, 12 assists 2 years in a row. And of course, he's the leading goal scorer in Europe. Of course, you'd be stunned if you didn't get 100 million. But all of a sudden, why are you lashing out all of a sudden as a president if you know you have the losing hand? It's simply to create a bidding war. And he simply went out to leak out to the Portugal media press that say, well, I will not be held for ransom, blah, blah, blah. So there were agent versus president, leaking up, using the media as an intermediate to hang their dirty linens out in public. It's always happening in the transfer news, guys. This is nothing new. So we will see what happens because, at the end of the day, yes, tense situation, Gyökeres is furious. He is absolutely fuming. He's on holiday at the moment, enjoying, he had an intense season. He just wants to relax. And his agency is doing all the negotiations and talking. So at the end of the day, what it comes down to, Manchester United, as we know, will never pay the 55 million fixed fee. We're always going in offering 5, 6, 7 more on top of that in order to do the deals in amortizations, meaning installments, right? 3 to 4 years installment. So I believe that, according to Fabrizio Romano, the deal is still on. The deal is still on. And Manchester United will potentially put in a bid. But right now, personal terms is what I understand is agreed with Manchester United and Ruben Amorim long time ago behind the closed doors. And that is potentially why the president is lashing out, because he's rejected every single Premier League club they acquired about him. And he said, no, I already made my commitment to Manchester United. And apparently there was some reports that Manchester United put it in actually an early bid, which was rejected. So we will see how this will transpire. But I think that, this got Frankie de Jong written all over it. Like, it's going to take time. It's going to be dragged out. But usually in this kind of cases, you settle it down in a gentleman's agreement. You sit down with the president, you sit down with the agent and the club, and you resolve it. And you always end up with the solution, end up in the middle. So that is my kind of take on it. Let me know what you think at the end of the day.